morning, everybody. Today, our mind shift is going to focus on moving away from limited perspectives of those in our lives and the magic that comes from seeing their emerging potential. Welcome to another installment of A Year of Thinking Magically, a daily broadcast where I invite you to join me on a journey toward reclaiming our power, creating a more magical and fulfilling, happier experience of life. I'm your host, John Michael Salvato, for those who don't know me, and I'll be with you every weekday, Monday through Friday, through the next year, to just share with you one way in which I'm committed to personally making a shift in my mindset in the hopes that it helps inspire you, maybe toward finding a place in your life where you can make a mind shift as well. This is an interactive show. We thank you for liking and sharing and clicking the little notification bell in YouTube if you want to be notified every time we do another broadcast. Because we don't set a specific time, we like to change it up from day to day. So by all means, do that. Thank you again for sharing this with friends who you think might vibe with us. So let's go ahead and dive in. And we're back. Thanks, Angeline, for the happy birthday wish. And yes, we are on YouTube. You can find my YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and put it in the comments below the Facebook feed, where you can find lots of additional content. You could also look in the group that we have for magic, medicine, and mysticism. There are plenty of links to my YouTube channel there. So go ahead and check it out. Today is my 58th birthday, and as always, I like to take this opportunity, to take the occasion of my birthday, to look back at where I've been and make whatever course corrections, whatever tweaks or adjustments that might need to be made in order to get me where I want to get, where I have my sights set at that particular time. And those adjustments are always necessary because, probably like most of you, where I want to be today is so completely different from where I wanted to be when I was 20 or 40, or even last month or last week sometimes. From the time I was a child, I felt called to become a priest that would help others understand they didn't need religion or gods or dogma to live their best lives. I thought I could do that from the inside more effectively from the outside. I saw religion as a toxic environment, and I still do. In my 40s, I gave up on the idea that the best place to create that change was from within the toxic institutions themselves, and I shifted my approach. I also felt called to a leadership position in politics or in the practice of law, and intended, in fact, to make my major canon law until the AIDS pandemic began and started to rage out of control and kill so many of my loved ones. At which point I went into naturopathic medicine so that I could open up free clinics, which I operated for 19 years, and become involved in the grassroots effort to help people who were suffering and alone. By my early 50s, I was burned out again, trying to get folks to realize that their approach to wellness in our society, at least, was broken, was backward, and ineffective. And my patience with the people who were parasitically using me to fill some gap in their lives left by absent parents or spouses became equally apparent and equally draining. So I pulled back. I returned to my passion, teaching, coaching, and helping people to reimagine what their lives would be like if they removed the ideas of obstacles. So what I'm saying is, just as I've changed, just as I've reinvented myself and shifted where I wanted to go in my life, isn't it true? Doesn't it make sense that those around me were likely always in the same process of doing the exact same thing? So why would I choose to see people as they are rather than seeing people as they're becoming? So why not shift my mindset today from a static view of, this person is like this, to, This person is a work in process. I wonder where they'll go next. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to allow toxic people in our lives. It doesn't mean we have to put up with nonsense or people who are just so starved for attention that they are over here. Look at me, look at me, look at me. It just means that I have to have a little more patience and remember that they're in the process of becoming just like me. So for me, that's been the secret to healthier relationships, better friendships, and a more successful life. But like everyone, I forget, I lose sight of that truth from time to time. And so today, as I complete my 58th trip around the sun, I choose to remember that each of us is in the process of becoming, even Donald Trump, who's in the process of becoming the first US president under Kremlin control to spend the rest of his years behind bars. We'll talk to you soon.